Surah Al-Mursalat is interesting. It kind of comes as a pair or a package with the surah before it, Surah Al-Insan, because normally within one particular chapter, Allah balances with complete equality when he talks about the people of hellfire and the people of paradise, right? And there's like pretty much, I can't think of any instance in the Quran where he mentions one without mentioning the other. And he usually gives those two topics equal treatment or equal space. But Surah Al-Mursalat is a little bit different. He doesn't. He actually emphasizes the people of the hellfire. But the surah before it, Surah Al-Insan, does the opposite. So it kind of all balances out at the end. In Surah Al-Mursalat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says something really, really interesting. He says that when he's talking about the people of the hellfire, he almost dares them. He says, like, eat and drink a little bit, enjoy yourself a little bit. And that's a reference that's very important to us to realize that justice, perfect justice, is not meant for this world. It's not able to be achieved in this world. And that's not to say that we shouldn't try our best to achieve justice or hold others accountable, but it does mean that we should temper our expectations as to how much justice we can achieve in this life. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says exactly, is that there are going to be people who get away with stuff in this life. This is important because a lot of people, out of their sense of justice or out of their love for justice, they despair and they give up hope. They think even, and this is a common thing that atheists try to use against people of faith, to say, well, how do you explain all of the killing and all of the murder and all of the oppression that goes on? Clearly, this is a sign that there is no God. That's what they say. We say, no, clearly this is a sign that there's an afterlife, right? And that perfect justice is going to be happening in the afterlife. It's not meant for this world, because this world is about demonstration. It's about proving yourself. It's about proving yourself a moral person, a righteous person, a sincere person. What's on your inside, right? Allah knows, but you don't know. The other people around you don't know. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give you situations to pull it out and to demonstrate, to show what you're really made of. And so in that sort of arena, if that's the arena of this world, that's what it's about, then how could we possibly expect complete justice, right? There's going to be some people that show their true colors, and their true colors are betrayal and treachery and, stinginess and, rancor and all these sorts of vices. And then there's going to be people who show their true colors, and it's, faithfulness and loyalty and, righteousness and things like that. But it's going to be sometimes this, sometimes that, right? Remember when the Prophet ﷺ was discussed by the one Roman governor, right? And he was kind of grilling Abu Sufyan about trying to figure out, is this a real prophet or not? Does he win all the time? Does he win some, lose some? And Abu Sufyan said, no, he wins some and he loses some. And the Roman governor, he said, yeah, that's the way it is. In this life, you win some, you lose some. There's moments of triumph. There's some countries or nations or empires that are righteous, some rulers that are righteous, and others that are horrible, oppressors, tyrants. Some of us are tyrants, even if you don't have political power. And so even though we should strive to achieve justice as much as possible in this life, we also have to carry with us the belief that true, complete, entire, and comprehensive justice is not going to happen until the next life. And that actually gives us moral resilience to be able to accept the wrongs and the things that happen in this life.